It's going. It's going. See you later, Ball. Mit meinem sportlichen Hallo begrüßen ich Sie zum Grundkurs. Our topic today is sports, sports, and sports. Baseball, ice hockey, and running. Carolyn will fight with the infinitive, dem Infinitiv, and the gerund und dem Gerundium. And we will get our brains to top speed. On our trip into the English world, we will learn more about my sports fanatic countrymen. Ice hockey is not really my thing. I like my teeth way too much. Baseball, on the other hand, let's say I learned to like it. You want to see me in action? No problem. When I was in Boston, I visited my cousin Ian at his boarding school. And since he, as many others, see me as a role model, I had to show him my skills with the bat, if you know what I mean. I had to show him. That is already the first infinitive. You will find more of those in the following film. Hey, Ian, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. That's a nice school you got there.
It is. Let me show you the baseball field.
How many students are there?
About 320.
320. What grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore. That's the 10th grade, right?
Mm-hmm. So how's your stay in Boston been so far?
So far, so good. Boston is so old and fascinating. I wondered what to visit.
What did you end up doing?
Well, on my second day, I did not know whether to go on a sightseeing tour or to visit the flea market. I ended up visiting the flea market.
Were you considering buying something?
No, I like to travel light. Hey, are you crazy about playing baseball?
Oh yes, I'm really crazy about playing baseball.
Well, do you want to sit down here on the bench and watch these kids play some ball?
Okay, sure, yeah, let's sit down here.
Okay, it's your turn to play ball, Carolyn. Carolyn. Man, she's good.
Perfect.
No!
Ja, erfreulicherweise sind meine Grammatikkenntnisse um einiges besser als meine Fähigkeiten im Baseball. Deshalb schnell zur Grammatik. Wir beschäftigen uns heute mit dem Infinitiv und dem Gerundium im Englischen. Beide Formen sind in etwa vergleichbar mit dem deutschen Infinitiv mit zu oder verkürzten Nebensätzen. Sie müssen aber oft anders übersetzt werden. Aber der Reihe nach fangen wir mit dem Infinitiv an.
Boston is so old and fascinating, I wondered what to visit first. I did not know whether to go on a sightseeing tour or to the flea market.
Bei diesen Beispielen wird der Infinitiv mit to verwendet. In diesen beiden Sätzen haben wir verkürzte Nebensätze. Bei beiden, mal hier, what und to visit und whether mit to go kommt der Infinitiv nach einem Fragewort. Das ist ein häufiger Gebrauch des Infinitivs mit to. Weitere Beispiele. He told them when to hand in their papers. I don't know how to use this tool. Show the guests where to put their coats. Noch etwas: Mit dem Infinitiv mit to wird ein Nebensatz verkürzt, wenn Numeralien oder Superlative vorausgehen. Hä? Supernummer was? Ja, das meine ich so. Moment. The first to enter, the last to go. The best person to have here. Der Infinitiv mit to kann auch die Frage wozu beantworten. Dann steht er anstelle eines Relativsatzes. Auch dafür habe ich natürlich ein Beispiel. Wozu habe ich die Karte gekauft? Damit ich den Weg finde. To show me the way. Wozu will ich zum Bus? To take me to the city. Wozu brauchen wir einen Fremdenführer? to show us around. Dann gibt es noch den Akkusativ mit nachfolgendem Infinitiv. Das hört sich komplizierter an, als es ist. Im Deutschen ist das meistens in einen Satz mit das zu übersetzen. She expects him to call. Sie erwartet, dass er anruft. Da kann sie wahrscheinlich lange warten, aber das tut hier nichts zur Sache. Zurück zum Thema. Remind me to buy some milk. Erinnere mich daran, dass ich Milch kaufe. Tatsächlich folgt der Infinitiv mit to auf die meisten Verben, Adjektive und Substantive. Want to see, happy to earn, decision to marry. Das sind jetzt nur 3 Beispiele, damit Sie eine Vorstellung bekommen. Mehr dazu finden Sie wie immer im Begleitbuch und natürlich bei uns im Internet. Und hier nochmal der Infinitiv. Mit dem Infinitiv kann man auch eine Absicht oder einen Zweck ausdrücken. Im Deutschen wird das meist mit zu übersetzt. Stop here to watch. Willst du hier halten, um das Spiel zu sehen? Bis jetzt hat der gute Eric ja hauptsächlich anderen Leuten beim Sporteln zugeschaut. Vielleicht macht er ja auch mal selber etwas. Schauen wir mal.
You play a lot of baseball, don't you?
I try to.
You're one of those guys who dream of becoming a baseball star.
Oh, not really. I'm just interested in making friends.
Oh, man! Did you see that? Oh, that had to hurt, man.
Baseball and Boston go hand in hand. Whoever plays the game has to be tough.
Man, that had to hurt.
Would you like to play with them?
I don't know if I'm too crazy about playing, but man's got to do what a man's got to do. So I guess I'll show him a thing or two.
Shouldn't you ask your mom first?
Shouldn't you finish up your homework first? Let's go.
Und noch mehr Infinitive. Haben Sie sie gefunden? Die sind nicht so leicht zu entdecken, denn das sind Infinitive ohne to. Schauen wir uns doch noch einmal den Clip gemeinsam an.
Shouldn't you ask your mom first?
Shouldn't you finish your homework first?
Shouldn't you ask? Shouldn't you finish? Hier haben wir Infinitive. Und zwar ask und finish. Plus Auxiliary. Shouldn't. Nach den Auxiliaries, die hatten wir in Folge 3, Sie erinnern sich, folgt der Infinitiv, die Grundform des Verbs ohne to. Zur Erinnerung, Auxiliaries, das sind auch can, could, may, must und so weiter. Der Infinitiv ohne to folgt auch noch auf Verben der sinnlichen Wahrnehmung, also to see, to hear, to watch, to feel. Da können wir noch einmal das Beispiel von vorhin nehmen. Do you want to stop here to watch those kids play baseball? Bevor ich nun wieder Eric ins Spiel kommen lasse, noch ein letztes. Auf die Verben, die mit lassen zu tun haben, also zulassen, to let und veranlassen, zwingen, to make, folgt auch die Grundform. She let him suffer, he made her pay.
And I'll make you pay and suffer, Carolyn, if you don't stop pretty soon.
Eric,
Carolyn?
is this a baseball in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh, it's a baseball. And speaking of baseball, you know who has an outstanding baseball team? Los Angeles. They are called the LA Dodgers, and they have an interesting past. The Dodgers are one of the oldest baseball teams in the United States, and interesting enough, were established in Brooklyn, New York. In 1959, the manager ended up moving the franchise to Los Angeles, California. That is quite some kilometers, as you can see here. This route planner says that you need 2 days with no breaks to drive from New York to LA. Fortunately, there are faster ways getting to the West Coast. Hollywood, here we come.
The USA covers some 40% of North America. More than 300 million people live here. Hollywood, the dream factory in California. Many fancy stars from around the world dream of coming here and becoming famous. But the American dream of going from rags to riches remains for many just that, a dream. More than 2,000 celebrities who did make it to becoming a star are honored with a star on the famous Walk of Fame. Hollywood is a district of Los Angeles. LA is, after New York, the second largest city in the US. Nearly 4 million people live in the metropolis. America's rise to great power status in the 19th century was marked by a never-ending stream of immigrants. Then they were mostly Europeans, but now most of them come from Asia or Hispanic countries, and they are changing the face of the USA. The number of poor people has sharply increased over several decades. Nevertheless, the United States is among the world's wealthiest nations. The US economy, with its huge home market, is the biggest single economy in the world. It was badly shaken by the global financial crisis in 2009, which was triggered off by the American property and mortgage crisis. The dream of making big money attracts millions of people to Las Vegas. The city in the state of Nevada is world famous for its casinos and shows. One after the other, mega hotels line Las Vegas Boulevard, the so-called Strip. Since gambling was permitted here in 1931, the city has become a magnet for the public. 40 million visitors a year come here to seek their fortune, or at least to make a quick buck.
Today, we are really sporty. But if you ask me, one of the best things about American sports are the breaks. At least that gives me some time to stand up, walk around, and grab a beer and a hot dog. Our lovely sporty cowboy has a similar topic today. Shopping can be exhausting, and the cowboy comes once again to the rescue by helping a very tired German. Poor guy.